Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks, another little seamless pattern that would go on forever. And every time you make it, it's probably going to be a little bit different, depending on some size of things. We're going to start in the center of the page, and we're going to take a ellipse, hit the plus key, hold down the control button so it'll stay. The control button keeps it from going up too much. And then let's take and make the smart fill tool to fill that in. And we'll move this and delete this. Now I'm going to hit P. I'm going to left click, right click, but I don't want to rotate it from the center. So I'm going to hold down the control button and move it up to about right there. I'm going to go ahead and change this to 20. Well, let's go 16 points. And then I'm going to go to object and convert the outline to an object. And I'm going to left click, right click. Now I'm going to control D and alternate C to have it rotate from that. And we're going to rotate it 45 degrees. See, this time it's not touching where my other ones were. So we're going to get a different look. Control D all the way around. Now, before you weld this, well, it doesn't really matter. Let's make a duplicate of this and move it out of the way. Well, you know what? It'd be better to make a duplicate of this one and move it out of the way. Now, we can't really weld that together, but it all depends on the look you're wanting to have. You know, this one's, the pieces are welded together. So you could do a lot of different things. I'm going to just try to put an ellipse in the center so it'll have something to kind of connect it all. I'm going to go ahead and change that line to a 16-point line. Then I'm going to go to object, convert the outline to an object, and I'm going to left click, right click. And that's all you need to be able to have those parts touching. We're actually we're going to have a little bit of a touch. So I'm going to grab it, holding down the shift key so it'll grow inwardly. That way all those points are inside there. Now I'm going to grab it and weld that together. So we have that look. I'm going to take this and I'm going to reduce it in size just a little bit. And then I'm going to control D and make a duplicate, and I'm going to, see it's already at 270, so I'm going to hit plus 90. My object origin was there, but it doesn't really matter. We can take both these and go EC, and that did that. Now, there's a lot you could do with this, but I'm just going to weld it. Now, I'm going to bring, I don't need the indexing lines anymore. I'm going to bring this thing in, and because we use the same thickness of lines, it should just match up. So I'm going to grab that node right, I think I stretched it. Grab that node right there and see, well, you know what? I made it the same thickness, but my lines are a little bit smaller because of the fact that I reduced this in size, but that doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and weld this together. So I got maybe just a little bit of a bump out right there, but that's really fine. But since it's the first one, we can actually delete that node and have it a flat place, maybe make it cool anyway. Now what we're going to do, we're going to reduce it in size just so it won't be so big. And I'm going to measure, because I want to take my parallel dimension tool, and I'm going to go from the very outside node to the inside node on this one. And I have 4.79. So I'm going to change my nudge factor to 4.79. And by doing that, when I control D, I get that right there. Let's see how close we were. We're a little bit off. Maybe I didn't measure good. Let's delete that. Let's try measuring again. Maybe it'll come from the other direction. We want to go to the inside node, 4.79. So that should be it. I think it's just the size of that part right there. So I'm going to hit the plus key. That's really good enough. Now you could cut this off if you wanted to, but what we're going to do is going to be a little different. I'm going to go ahead and I weld every chance I get. So Corel doesn't have to weld everything perfectly. Now, this is where it's really going to see what it looks like when you I made a duplicate, and see these lines are touching again, just like they were. But I'm going to get right here on that node and have it snap to that node. That looks pretty good. You know, we got a little overlap. I had about the same overlap on that. And I'm going to weld those. And welding is just a little bit better than grouping it. So I'm going to hit the plus key, and I'm going to get that point, and I'm going to come straight down. Boy, it looks like I might have hit it dead on. No, I'm a little bit off. So I'm going to grab that four-sided cross, and I'm going to go ahead and put it up there. And then I'm going to weld this. This way I don't have to do too many welds at the end. Now, this is most definitely something you could do with a measurement. But I would back this thing away and get the node right on that 4-point cross. And I think that's probably good. So now I'm going to weld this. Now, either we need to get rid of these outside ones or not. And and it's all grouped together. Here's a good, when you take a rectangle and put it on that, there's no center rotation on that deal. So we're going to fill it in with red, and we're going to fill that one in, maybe this one in with red. And now it's a centerable item. You see, it'll lock right to that center. So now my ellipse or my square is perfect. I'm going to delete those red nodes. The red is on top because we can see the line pass. Well, maybe since it's transparent, but I'm pretty sure it's on top. And then I'm going to intersect that. And by doing that, I get that. And what's so cool about it, it's sealed up my leaks. I can take, it's a really nice pattern, but you could add more to it. I'm going to take, we don't even have to fill it in. Just grab it, left click yellow, right click no fill. And let's compare the ones I did to the other one. A little bit smaller, but basically the same, exact same, but it's going to be a little bit different every time you make it. And I was playing around. I'm going to play around with this and see if I can't make something out of that with square corners. But anyway, I hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.